Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your hand? Get that side check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
Many of you who are watching this review know that XCOM from last year was one of my favorite games of the year. I almost loved it so much I gave it Game of the Year. So here comes the new XCOM, and this one's a little different. It's set up in the 60s, it's a strategy, third-person shooter, team squad-based type game. Got it? Okay, the aliens are coming to attack us. Nothing new there. The story starts off right away with the invasion and trying to take over our planet. We play as Carter, this deep voice hero who is here to protect the world, or so we hope. So we go through the story trying to find ways to basically counteract these sons of bitches.
Look, all you need to know is we're here to save you.
I don't recall asking for help from the likes of bloody hell.
The gameplay is very similar to something like Mass Effect or Brothers in Arms, where you send your squad out on the battlefield to fight with you. A lot of the gameplay relies on flanking, combining skills, and flat out just whooping ass. You'll of course come across new weapons, unlock new skills, and level up. Is this spin-off of XCOM worth checking out? Well, let's find out. That was an alien glitch.
Up and away!
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your hand? Get that side check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
Well, first off, I love the idea of team squad-based shooters. I especially like how it works in this XCOM game. You send your people out by moving them around the area in the set battlefield. Then you set them up, and then you get to do what, either let them shoot, or you can use them as decoy, or you can use their specials, whatever you want to do. And in doing so, that'll leave enemies for the opening for your other teammates to flank them, or you to flank them. The controls are simple to use, but they work effective enough.
Nice one, boss.
I personally really like the scenery. It was different than most games nowadays. Sure, you had some alien levels, but walking around the streets filled with death in this 60s type feel was just different than everything else in the gaming right now, and it was pretty badass in my opinion. I thought the level design was actually one of the best parts of the game. Leveling up is easy, yet still makes you decide how you want your soldier to be. Just like the last XCOM, each choice you make in leveling up matters, usually making the soldier either a great fighter, a defender, or supporter on your team. The shooting is better than something like Brothers in Arms. Tight enough and well enough, and the hit response is actually pretty good that I was never really pissed off when I missed. I usually miss because, well, I actually missed, and it's not the game saying that I miss, even though I'm shooting right at the guy's face, full out. So, that's cool. You have main missions, and you also have side missions to complete. You can even send your people out to do missions while you tackle real-time missions. Overall, it offers plenty of content, and it always welcomes you to replay on a harder difficulty and make it more challenging when your people die, and they die forever, just like in the other XCOM game. Now, the bad are very small in my opinion. The voice acting definitely could have been better. The screen tearing is apparent, a glitch here or there, but trust me, nothing like Saints Row 4 or Ninja Turtles. The occasional what the fuck moments with the AI, but honestly, all minor stuff that barely affects the overall package. What is my major ugly though? The story. So much richness and background, and they could have built upon it, but I mean, the last XCOM didn't win, Game of the Year for story for me, but this one's just shoved in your face so much, and they talk so much, and it's dry, and you just don't give a fuck what's happening. Emotional connections are like non-existent in this game. Not the worst story ever, but one I probably won't remember past this week. Simply lifeless.
You understand?
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your hand? Get that side check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
XCOM is truly a surprise. I didn't expect to be like last year's, hell no. But I did expect it to be solid. But then I saw a lot of these 4s and 5s being thrown around, and I'm like, ah man, this game is just going to be a big meh. Well, I disagree. This is a very solid game. I actually scored a 7.5, and really, besides the, technical issues and the boring as fuck story, the gameplay is very much worth making this playable. Try picking this up when it gets a bit cheaper, or even renting it, because it's definitely worth trying out, because you might enjoy the gameplay as much as I do. 7.5 out of 10 for XCOM Declassified.
Pull your beard out, just weird out.